Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to a Wednesday night episode of Sprite Castle. We are coming in an hour early this week, and we're going to see if this time slot works a little bit better. My wife also has a house full of Girl Scouts over. And you know what they're doing? I don't know, because I'm in here with the door shut. So this seems like as good of a time as any to escape and sneak in here. What's up, Drazo and Aardvart? I see Picard. I see Steel Rat. I see all kinds of people coming in. That's good news. Happy hump day to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. I had a rough Monday. I can tell you. I mean, relatively rough, right? you gotta temper that stuff, you know. But I was. Jeff knows our friend Andy, who is a fireman and part-time paramedic, and he does emergency calls and stuff like that all the time. And I told him one day, I was talking to him, and I said, man, I had the worst day. We had these drives go out on this server, and we had to set up a new server and rebuild something and do a restore, you know, and do all this stuff. And he's like, I know what you mean. I showed up in a car crash and everybody was dead. And I was like, all right, well, relatively speaking, I mean, I had a bad day compared to your day. Anyway, so I don't know what happened on Monday when I went to Taco Bell, and my stomach was not happy with me until all the Taco Bell was out of me as rapidly as possible. Jeff, I did go see the Asian lady that doesn't care for me, and I think that was my last trip. She has now raised her prices to $20 for just a standard haircut. And I was talking last week. I have to drive past Supercuts and Great Clips and the old barber that my dad goes to, and a whole lot of other places that charge less than $20 to get to my person that charges more. So I think the relationship might be over. I mean, you know, it's only a few bucks here or there, so it's not a huge deal. I mean, the money, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the abuse that I like, it's the familiarity. You know what I mean? It's the routine of going into a place and well, that's off center. I wonder what this will look like if I have this here. Ooh. That's not bad. Yeah, it is like 20 miles away. So, I don't mind the sounds might be loud. That's not bad. It's a little loud. Like it might be I mean, Jeff knows how, and I got some of this from him, you know what I mean? But life's not always just about getting the cheapest deal. Sometimes it's about getting the deal that you want, you know what I mean? And, I mean, there's more than just the price. There's the convenience. There's the quality. Unfortunately, all those things are also low with this lady. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be going back or not. This game, I don't even know that the cars are any different than one another, to be honest with you. I always like this one. I think, is this the one I like? Yeah, Kind of looks like a Speed Racer's car. It's interesting that the resolution on this game is so... I don't know, it's such a weird resolution that it... Oh, I didn't see that arrow. If you're not paying attention. Can he recover? They had this game. I don't know if it was this game or... no, I'm not going to recover from that. You got to make it to the end in 60 seconds. Well, there's a quarter wasted. Let's see what my time's going to be. I'm going to say it'll be 68. Alright. Let's pick us a different car here. Like I said, I don't know that the cars matter all that much. It don't matter to me, because I'm terrible. But it's a fun game. Alright. You gotta get to the finish line in 60 seconds. But you really gotta just stare at the screen and wait for those arrows. If you miss the arrows, my reflexes are not fast enough to drive without the rally arrows anymore. The cars don't really hinder you that much in this game. You can kind of bounce off them and like. Alright, let's do less crashing into cars and more driving. There's this little jog. If you can make that jog. There we go. Yeah, this was a lot like... I thought this was a Festiva here that I was running, but it's a... I guess it's a Ferrari. They're very similar. So back to that relativity about how your day went. A high school classmate of ours passed away last weekend from a brain tumor. Oh, there we go. So when I say that my had some indigestive problems from Taco Bell, calling it a bad day is relatively it was a relatively good day. Usually, oh jeez, it's like pinball. I'm playing pinball with a Ferrari. Sometimes I have to go through the track once and see where all the turns are going to be. I had a Dodge Neon for a while. My Dodge Neon, and by the way, they have a the RT, which is the racing Neon or whatever. Mine was a standard old regular Dodge Neon. I mean, right off the showroom, and it was for a long time the fastest car I owned or had owned. And when I say that, it was faster than my V8 Mustang that I owned. It was faster than my Formula Firebird. Surprisingly, it was faster than both the Festiva and the Yugo. It's hard to believe it was faster than the Yugo. God, this track's just full of... See, you think, you're like, oh, I'm so close, but you're not even around the main corner. 64, shaved a few seconds up. Yeah, that was a 79 Mustang, but yeah, that Neon. When I was moving back from Spokane, it just so happened to be... Alright, let's do this right here. during the time when there was no official speed limit in Montana. The speed limit was, I forget what the term was, but it was whatever, safe and prudent or whatever, according to conditions. Gosh dang it. There goes another virtual quarter. And, alright, let's jump this. And, the speed limit, or the speedometer on the, Neon said, I think 120, I think is what it said. And that, when I was coming back through, Montana, I had that needle so far buried. Man. If I hadn't hit that. That's true. It turns out it's pretty easy to pick up a Yugo and a Festiva. My Firebird, all things considered, was, I mean, for being a Formula Firebird and looking a lot like, at least in my mind, the car from Smokey and the Bandit. And if I can't get through that corner, I'm never going to make it. Darn it. I wish there was an easy way to just throw in the towel, like throw your keys in and be like, alright, start over. Because now you got to race this whole race knowing you're not going to make it to the edge. But that, my Firebird, now Jeff had a Z28 Camaro that was 80, I think, and his was much faster than my Firebird ever was. Yep, there goes that one. I think it's my car. I gotta get a different car. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alright. What looks faster? The Jaguar, yes, we need a Jaguar. I actually like the sequel to this game much better. Well, let's see if we can find that here in a minute. Oh, made it through the corner and then hit the other side of the corner. This car sucks, by the way. Alright, where's the sequel to this game? Let's see. That is 1000 Miglia. And what is the... Is it just called Great? Great. I should just go to my... favorites. I think I have it in there. But, let's see. Let's see. The alright, I'm gonna have to Google something here real quick. Sequel to Great 1000 Miles. Oh. It's just called Mill. Okay, here we go. There we go. Alright, let's try this. Now the WRX STI that I had was the fastest car I've ever owned. Let's see. This is not the one I like. I guess the other one is the one I like and I'm just no good at it. Alright. I feel like stage 1 is a good place for me. I thought I remember the other one having a... Oh, here goes it. This one has the tack. I thought the other one had a tack. Maybe I play a different version of it. I'm merging. I'm merging. I like making jokes for one person. You hit me. I did not hit you. Oh, that is a shortcut. Whew. Yeah, this one's a little bit different. You don't get the pop-up arrows, you know. This is, I don't know how you say it, M-I-L-L-E, Mile Miglia 2 Great 1,000 Miles Rally. So this is the sequel to the other game. I'm so fast off the line here that everybody else just drove around me. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna leave a mark. So the arrows on this one are like painted on the road, but they're really hard to see. Oh boy. Drive it like it's stolen. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Come on. 1 second. Oh, we can do it. Yeah! Look at that. Got to time that just right. Pop the clutch. Move. Big truck. Ah, I misread the sign. Yeah, this one just goes. It seems to go so much faster than the other one because the steering is so. It's not the steering. I mean, it's just the alert system is so different. But the advantage to this one is that there's a lot of leeway on the edge of the track. Oh. Yes, it's a lot like a Doom Buggy. My Doom Buggy, I was going to say my Doom Buggy that I owned might have been the slowest car I ever owned, but no. It would be interesting to see a drag race between the Doom Buggy. Oh, look at that turbo. Fire. In video games, fire coming out of your car is a good thing. As Jeff will tell you, in real life, fire coming out of your car is a bad thing. So I think the white arrows are like, oh, there's a minor turn, and then the was that a shortcut or did I just cheat? I'm not sure. I think the white arrows are like, hey, there's a minor turn. Oh, and then the yellow is like there's a major turn. Alright, when I die on this one, I'm going to go back and play the other one and see if there's a different version, because I did not see attack And I know that normally there's a tachometer, so it must just be a different version or something. I used to play the first game, the Great Millie Rally 1,000 Miles, whatever it's called, at Big Ed's. We had a burger place here locally called Big Ed's, which was owned by, get ready for it, Big Ed. Big Ed was a real dude. And there's still a Big Ed's today, although, also, get ready for it, Big Ed died of a heart attack. But Big Ed's was located in the same... Oh, why did I do that? I literally swerved off the road. I thought I was supposed to go over there. Yes, it doesn't... The wives are not good when the insurance guy shows up. Big Ed's in Yukon was located in the same strip mall that my parents' computer store was located in. And so after school, for about a year, my sister and I would ride the school bus after school and get dropped off at the store. My mom would be running the computer store, selling the latest software, mostly to Jeff. No, there's other customers. The latest versions of Print Shop and King's Quest and Load Runner. We had Commodore, Apple. Oh, that was bad. It's bad. That might have been a race-ending event. I don't think I could make it there in time. One second. So I used to love looking at box software because I never had any. And, but I basically did have copies of all those games. You know, software was not that difficult to find when you called BBSs and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I had most of those games. And I would sit in the store. We had a little area in the middle that was kind of like a demo area where we had a couple computers set up. And I would sit in there and play games. Sometimes I'd be playing, cracked copies of games and nobody knew. It didn't matter. It was mostly just so people that were shopping would come in and be like, oh, I don't know a computer could do that, or, whatever. There we go. This is exactly the same time I had. Nope. I don't think I can make it. Oh, second slower. And so, anyway, it would get boring. The problem, if you know me, you know that I've got bad ADD, and this game is so loud in my ear that I can't, it's like short-circuiting my brain. I'm going to pull out one of my earbuds to talk. Anyway, I would, oh, that corner went fast. This might be good. I think I'm going to make it this time. So anyway, when we would get bored, my sister and I would get bored, there were two places within walking distance, and one was Big Ed's. So we would walk down to Big Ed's and go buy a drink, a fountain drink, and take some quarters, and they had this, and they had pinball, and what else did they have there? Maybe Galaga, who knows? No, I don't think I'm gonna make it again. Let's see. And so, no, Big Ed's was it was a local thing down here. And, anyway, it was, hey, it's the Team Speaker Regulars. I'm not sure who that is. Is it Aaron? Is it somebody else? I don't know. Oh boy. This one's so hard without those arrows. Alright. After the next time I die, though, I'm going to switch back to the original. The next time I die will be this race, by the way. So we would go down to Big Ed's and we would go play the first version of this game. And you know, there's a... By the way, there's 2 versions of the arcade game. Would you stop hitting me, stupid Ferrari? Oh boy, missed that quick turn. There's a version with a joystick and a version with a steering wheel. So, but they had the original steering wheel, which is the better. Oh no, that was a career-ending move. Oh no, that was also a career-ending move. Hey Adam, what's going on, man? Yeah, the timer's counting down, and I'm not even on the final. Yeah, not gonna make that. Got far away it was. Okay, let's go try the other one real quick. Okay, so we'll go 1,000 miles, and then let's see, Rally Evolution, Rally USA version. Maybe this is the one I remember. Do a little hachi-machi. Little digital magic there. The only thing I ever mailed away for was blank discs. Which we would buy 100 at a time. And then we found out you could get them cheaper if you didn't get... Yeah, see how the colors are changing and it wasn't changing on that other one? I'm going to be this old-timey car. Yeah, this looks better. Hang on. This looks more familiar. Well, I've got my 1922 Studebaker. And I think I should take it out for a spin and just beat the heck out of it. Of course, this thing's probably got... Oh, that was a bad turn. That was not good. I like when you get it on 2 wheels. I also like when you flash your headlights at people and you're like, move. Move, I'm bringing my Studebaker up on and passing on the right. Yeah, of course, Copy Fest, Drazu's talking about Copy Fest and stuff. And of course, I mean, Copy Fests were, look at that wheelie I pulled off. Oh boy. We're off to a rough start, folks. He appears to have been drinking heavily, folks. That is not a good start to a race. Excuse me. That's not good. This is definitely a race. If it was easy to abort, I would do so. I'm halfway through the track. Now my car's actually on fire, and not in a good way. I couldn't even steer now. Yeah, I was kind of that same way. I was kind of the distributor a little bit. What do we want here? Where's that? I don't like the Mercedes. The Ferrari. Ferrari's a good car. And off to a bad start once again, folks. It is the 1,000 miles rally race, and the Ferrari is taking a beating right up front. It's already smoking the first 10 feet of the track. Look at that, making up time on that. 2 wheels on the turn. Let's see, we got a 180. We got a 270. We got a wiggle. We got a north. To the right. Make the turn. Oh, I missed the turn. Not so good, Al. Look at that car. Oh, boy. Yeah. You know, I never thought about it, like, I'd like to make it through that corner one time, but I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it. After this, we're going to try Neo Drift Out, which is not my favorite of these type of games. And then I've got something, I got a different racing game in mind. I'm not even going to make it through that. Stupid. Why would I even do that? Let's see what we got here. Let's try this. I think this is going to be a biggie. Let's go to this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I never thought of it as a, you know, as far as like getting software and like I'm the guy that always gets it and then I always give it. Like everybody, you know, had their part and stuff. And as far as like giving games to Jeff or whatever, it was like we were in it together. We were a team, you know what I mean? So one of my top 3 favorite games of all time, regardless of system. And then Jeff says 720, Karate Champ, and Gauntlet. It wouldn't be Gauntlet. The first 2 are probably pretty good. 720. Boy, I did a blog post. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, that's a Celica. That's my I had the hatchback, but we'll drive the Scooby. All right, let's see how this works. See, the problem with this game, well, first of all, there's a few problems with it. The first is that it's like you're driving on ice. Like it's like only the front wheels are connected to the track at any given time. Every time you turn, it's just like driving on ice. But it's constantly zooming in and out. The view is, you know. It's not, you're not really drifting. It's just like a front wheel drive car which the Subaru is an all wheel drive car, so it shouldn't handle like it handles in this game. I owned a all wheel drive Subaru, and I can tell you, yeah, this is not my game. It took a lot of work to break the wheels loose from the pavement. Like you had to really try. Like going into a corner at like 40 miles an hour and popping the clutch would do it. Or so I heard. But going around a corner like this wouldn't do it. This game is terrible. Yeah, I mean, just by turning the wheel, your car just does that. Okay, yeah, that's not for me. Let me tell you what is for me. Let me find... I'm going to have to launch a different emulator, so give me just a second here. I think this will be a full screen. That's true. That was one of my rules. That was a downfall of more than one car. Okay, that is looking good. Size isn't great. It's funny how you know, if you do any streaming, it's funny how you set all this stuff up and then you just come back and somehow it's all like just randomly not set up how it was, but who knows. Load game. And what do you know? It's under recently played. Oh. Let me see what my controls are here. Input configuration. Up, down, left, right. Oh, that's all a controller. Joypad 1. Unfortunately, I don't have Joypad 1 hooked up. Alright. Probably have to restart this now. Now that there's a joystick plugged in. Let's see here. I liked this game in the arcade, and I liked it so much I bought the arcade game. Alright. Let's see what we can get going here. Okay, that's not working under joystick 1. So let's change it to joypad number 2. Okay, well this is, I mean, this does really feel like something I should have set up before we started this, huh? Okay. I think what the problem is that my Atari... Oh no. Joystick is also plugged in. So let's unplug that. And then let's see what we get here. Alright, let's try this one more time now. File, load game. Alright, input configuration. Joypad 1, up, down, left, right, button 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Up. Left? I don't see how this is doing anything. Well, this may not be a, this may not be happening. Brainstorming here. There should just be a way to do, can I not just do a keyboard? I would do a keyboard if you'll let me, sir. Keys. Oh, this is great viewing entertainment. Sorry about this. Allow up, down, left, and right. All right, let's try this. Start, select. Can I do that? Start, select. All right, let's do this. ASZX, up, down, left, right, and start and select our 1 and 2. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Don't seem to be able to steer yet. But, all right, hang on now. Up, left, down, right. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Yeah, this game is what I was looking at doing was I was thinking about jumping over to the Mister, but all right, let's see what we got. I don't seem to be going full throttle. Definitely not going as fast as I should be going. Ah, there we go. Oh no, that's... Alright. That was not quite right here. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. Drezu says, I'm worth every penny on Patreon. After listening and watching my material, he always has old memories of a trigger he tells his wife about. I've been getting a lot of good feedback about the cereal episode. You know, I did the episode about the Satanic Panic, which I was a little worried about. You know, I mean, mostly I try to keep the show G-rated, PG-rated, you know, and there certainly wasn't anything in there that would have been that was not I mean, that was offensive, but it was you know, I had a few things in there that might trigger people, so it was a little rough. And so I decided, you know, for the next episode I wanted to dial it back a little bit and do something a little bit more family friendly. And I was like, you know, of course I've been buying all this look how slow my stupid truck is. And it's not that it's normally this slow, it's just that it's like the gas is just not getting pressed down all the way. There's something not quite right. What if I keep pressing it? No? I don't know. That's too bad, because I love this game. And yeah, I mean, I've got the pedal to the floor, and by that I mean I've got the A button pressed down as hard as it will go. The problem is that I can't buy anything now because I'm not winning enough to get any money. Yeah, the other dude's just running laps around me. Just trying to draft behind that guy. Hopefully, if I could start doing like first 2 finishes, a 2 finish will get you 100 grand, and then you can start upgrading your car. But finishing in 3rd, there ain't no future in that. I'll take that. I'll take a second. Yeah, well, you know, I didn't think it was offensive as much as it might just be like too much for people. You know what I mean? So, but I do appreciate that, Adam. And so, but yeah, they seem to get a lot more turbos in a hurry. There's a trick to this one. Oh no, the trick is to turn around and go the right way. Come on. Well, now I'm in a solid last here. Can he come back? He will come back. And he'll get that money too. Look at that. But the other opponents do seem to build up nitros in a hurry. And then the guy that's always in first place. Oh no. That's not good. I'm gonna have to turbo out of this disaster. If you're in last, game's over. There we go. So if I can beat that guy. There we go. So yeah, I think you know, every now and then I like to do a you know, different topics and stuff. Now, you can't say it in the chat room, but if you're on Patreon, you know what the next topic's gonna be. I might even drop a hint in this stream. Who knows? See how slow my poor truck is? I'm like driving a 3-cylinder electric truck with Hasn't been charged. Alright, like to go wide and give me that money, money, money. I just can't do it. Retain my spot here. Me and old gray truck are bringing it. Oh, now I can't. Oh, red comes in first. Look at that. There's me and my lady friend. We're just hanging out. I like it when you're... What? Oh, I guess that's my teeth. I thought I had like a milk mustache or something. When I'm done with this, I will have everything maxed out. I am Iron Man. Iron Man Jack Flack's what they call me. The thing about this version versus the arcade version, I think I did this game actually on Sprite Castle, and the difference between this and the arcade version is that in the arcade version, if you're not in first or a place, if you're if you're only playing by yourself, like one player, and you're not in first, then you lose, you're dead, and you have to put in a quarter to continue. If there's two people, then the humans have to be first and second, you know. But in the Super Nintendo version, which is one that I played a lot, and by the way, the Commodore version is just like that. You have to, the humans have, excuse me, have to finish first. But in the Super Nintendo one, all you have to do is win place or show, first, second, or third. Texas Foosballer! You know what? Here's a funny thing you said about Golden Grams on this cereal episode. When I was a little kid, and I forgot to mention this on the show, a little kid, we had a guy, I mean, I was probably, based on where I remember it, the room, I want to say it was 5th grade. We had a guy come to our school, to our classroom, and play the dulcimer. Which, if you don't know what a dulcimer is, it's kind of like a harpsichord, but you play it with little hammers. And so you have these little hammers, and you hit the strings, and it's a really nice sound. And he played different songs for us and sang these songs. I don't know why he was there. You know, when you're in elementary school, they just get anybody, some random dude. Like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything. I'll come to your classroom. And so, anyway, he played this song called Golden Slippers. And it goes, oh, these golden slippers. Oh, these golden slippers. And I was like, is that the Golden Grams song? And he was like, I don't know, you know. And then all the kids were like, yes, it's Golden Grams. And so the Golden Grams song was taken, I mean, it's a cover, I guess you would say, of another song called Golden Slippers, which I never knew, you know. And so, anyway, so anytime I think about, look at that, now we're playing with grease. Now we're playing with grease. There's a combination of sayings that makes no sense. I love the electric bass on this. And again, I don't care about finishing first necessarily. First is nice, but second, you just keep getting $100,000 and upgrading your car. What you got to watch out for on these levels are the parts of the course where you cross over stuff because people will hit you and knock you and go the wrong way. And normally it just makes sense to slow down and let somebody else go first. See, I'm already lapping that dude. Oh, these golden slippers. Did I like Golden Grams? No, Golden Grams are crap because they don't have marshmallows or sugar. So why would you eat that if there's still Lucky Charms available in the world? I don't know what. Do they have good toys? That would possibly convince me to eat them, but no. If the first, I think, isn't it fructose is another type of sugar? So in my cereal, of the top 3 ingredients, I want 2 of them to be fructose and sugar. And the third should be marshmallows or whatever they put into color marshmallows. I like ingredients that have numbers after them, like corn syrup number 12. That's a good one. Phosphor number 3. And also, I'm gonna look at that money. And you know what I found out when I didn't I didn't really know this, but you know, I got the do I still have the box here? I do. Hang on. Still a couple in there somewhere. Better have some milk to wash that down. Could that be a hint of an upcoming show? I don't know. Possible. So the problem with those cereals is that they've changed the recipe, and they're not the same that I remember. They're totally different. And someone on Facebook told me that they used to be corn based, and now they're oat based or something, something like that. I don't know. So the cereals just aren't. And I was like, well, it sucks that they changed them this year, and they said, no, they changed them 7 years ago or something to that effect. So I was like, oh, well, I guess it's been a while since I had Count Chocula. But, yeah, it was not, you know, what it reminded me of is, you remember when they quit making Twinkies and then they started making them again and they weren't the same? It just reminded me of that. Like, and the thing about this whole, you know, General Mills and their whole monster cereals and stuff is, I'm such a Halloween mark. I love Halloween. I like all Halloween kind of stuff, you know. Steel Rat's the same way. And so for me, the actual eating of the cereal is like a small part of the experience. I liked buying the cereal. I like looking at the cereal. I like all that stuff. So even eating the cereal is like, I mean, obviously, that's a big part of why people would buy cereal, but look at that. Now we're maxing this out. Let's get this truck going. Okay, now this is one you gotta just make sure you don't get knocked off the course through those barrels, because then you'll have to backtrack, and it's a pain in the butt. I like to hug the outside on this one. Oh, look, somebody just left a money bag laying there just for me. Yeah, the new Twinkies, I mean, of course now, like, if you didn't grow up with Twinkies, you might not like care or notice, you know? But, I mean, it's no secret. I'm not like a real thin guy. I had my share of Twinkies as a kid, you know? And all the Hostess cupcakes and stuff. My grandma used to go to the Dale bread store, the Hostess Dale bread store. It would stock up on Hostess, you know, Twinkies and Ding Dongs and all that. And she had a big chest freezer, and she would put them in there, and we would go over there to visit her, and she would say, "You can have one thing of zingers," or whatever, you know. Okay, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the same as Golden Grams. I mean, I guess that's like saying, I mean, why? Because they both go in milk. I don't think they're the same thing. All right, which way am I going? Now you got to also pay attention on some of these, because you'll start. Some of them you're going, like right now I'm going the opposite way that I went last time. So you hit the gas and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Now this one's hard because Blue Guy is giving me a run for my money, but Blue Guy never wins. It's Silver Guy is going to win. Well, I need Blue Guy to butt out of this race for first and second. Oh, these golden slippers. Oh, these golden slippers. I like that somebody wrote a song and dedicated it to golden slippers. I'm sure there's a story there that I don't know. Oh man, I used to work for Mazio's Pizza, and there was their headquarters, their main office was down on the street MacArthur, and it was right next door to the Hostess Day Old Bread store. So every now and then they would send me to go like pick up checks. This is not very often, like 3 or 4 times, but whenever I had to run over there, I would always go next door to the old Day Old Bread store, load up on some Twinkies. I had a coworker one time that was leaving the FAA, and it was his last day or next to last day. It was his last day, and he was going back home to Kansas City, and he told me how much he loved Twinkies, and or no, it was Zingers, how much he loved chocolate Zingers. And I was like, and so I took him out to lunch for his last day, and I went by the Day Old Bread store, and I go, hey, let me run in for a second. I went in and I bought him like a big giant case thing of chocolate Zingers, and took him, gave it to him, and I was like, oh man, I know you got a long ride home. Got this for you. He was like, yeah, I like Zingers like once in a while. Like, I don't need a case of them. This is like a lifetime supply or whatever. Why would you buy me a case? He just complained the whole time about it, and I went, all right. Well, now the high speed is maxed out. And my tires are maxed out. Look at this truck. Better put some shocks on it eventually. I just care. Both in the game and real life, I don't care that much about my shocks. Unless my car starts driving like a 92 town car that has no suspension and it's like bouncing like a giant yacht going down the road, then I would have my shocks looked at. But I can honestly say that in, let's see, how old am I? 27 years of driving. No, you don't get your license when you're 21. Let's see, 16, 26, 36, 40, 30 plus years of driving. I've never had to, so this is a notice there. I just paused and let those guys go because there's no sense in getting into an accident there. I've never had to do anything with a shock ever. The only thing I ever did with a suspension was I had a little car and I took it over to my my friend Jaime, and said, I want this to be a lowrider. How can we make my Geo Tracker a lowrider? And he said, cut your springs in half. Well, that sounds good. And then And he said, you know, it worked better. Let's just take them out. You don't really need a suspension. I went, that sounds good to me. And I had one low-riding Geo Tracker that also felt like, if you've ever ridden a go-kart and you know what it feels like when you're on really rough terrain and it's all jarring, my car felt like that 24/7, except for also doing it, you know, at highway speeds. So it was extremely scary and unsafe, but it looked super cool. Lowrider because it was cool, man. No, that's true. I didn't own not a real Jeep. Let's see. All right, let's put some shocks on this truck. This is an easy course. There's one course in here that always does me wrong, and it's the one with all the stalagmites. Well, I hate when that happens. I just lost where my truck was for a second. Alright, now we're currently in last place, but that won't be a problem. Let's use a turbo or two here. I'm pretty conservative with the old turbo. Stay out of the water and move a little faster. Not going to be tempted by that money. Gonna stay here. Now I'm easily sailing in second place. We'll let old gray truck get there to the first. Hostess fruit pies, man. Those were the only ones I didn't like for some reason. I didn't like the chocolate ones. Remember they had the Hostess fruit pies that had like chocolate pudding in the middle? I wasn't a big fan of those. But man, the cherry and the apple ones. One of these days, I'm just, instead of doing talking snack on You Don't Know Flack, I'm just going to start doing it on my Wednesday night streams. I'll just sit here and eat and play games. That'll be fun. Struggle to get emulators to work. Hey, so I need to do a poll in the chat room in here while I've got everybody in here. What do you guys think about the hour earlier time? Is that better? Is it worse? You know, it's a little bit, and you know, I mean, Wednesday's a work night, so people come home from work and have dinner. So I realize it scrunches that time. But you know, for those of you that are in different time zones, I'm hoping it might be a little bit better. Oh no, third place, 6 a.m. Eastern. Oh man, you know so the Dale bread store in Oklahoma went out, or in let me say that sentence again, the Hostess Dale bread store. And by the way, I don't know if that's the official name. That's just what my mom used to call it. She's like, "Oh, we're going to the Dale bread store." Oh, this is the easy course. I like the easy, mindless ones. Beep 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 beep. Probably shouldn't have gone backwards to get that money, but let's see. Now where's the blue guy? Oh, there he is. All right, let's just stay ahead of blue. That's all we gotta do. Stay ahead of blue. That's all I gotta do. Oh, I like this song. If you have a stereo, oh. Well, it's over so fast, but has the stereo where it's like bump, 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 bump. Look at that truck. Shocks, maxed out. Top speed, maxed out. Tires, maxed out. Acceleration, maxed out. Nitrous, looks like it's maxed out, but you can keep buying it and it'll just keep adding them to your truck. ever since we've started working from home, which for me has been, I've been partially working from home for almost 10 years now, but for the past year and a half, I've been working from home essentially 5 days a week. I changed my shift. I can move my hours. I got a little bit of flexibility with the hours that I work, and so I moved my shift, and I work 7 to 3:30, and so I literally get up now at 6:45. I wake up 6:45. I come in here, rub my eyes, boot up my computer, log in, check email real quick. I have learned the hard way. Fortunately, nothing terrible has happened, but I have learned not to do anything important, like don't run any scripts that are going to delete machines or anything like that. I've caught myself come close to making mistakes. But fortunately, nothing bad has happened. But anyway, then check the email, make sure there's no emergencies. And then, look at that bad boy. I got the baddest truck in town here in the Oklahoma dirt pit. This is well, there's nobody here that would want this truck because you can't walk underneath it. You have to lift this thing up about 6 feet to get any attention around here. Take the mufflers off, or what do they put that? I forgot what they call that. The throwback, not throwback muffler, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Then I go make coffee, and then the day kind of starts. So that is my commute is like 30 seconds. And by the way, it is not enough time to put on pants. So let that visual sink in. I will say I don't I definitely I'm very, very, very lucky that I work. I mean, that my job is like I can turn off work at the end of the day. So there's no night shift. There's no. Oh no! No! This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh no! I am a lap behind all these guys. Oh no! Oh. So now what happens? Look at that mullet. That's a good looking mullet. So no, I'm not allowed to. Let's see, what did I lose? 2 off of everything? Jeez. So yeah. I do a lot of. So here's the thing. A lot of days I work through lunch. I will go in and make a sandwich and bring it right back to my desk and just, it's not a big deal. But then there are days where today I took almost a 2-hour lunch. I went and met a friend for lunch. We hung out. We just killed a bunch of time. So in the big scheme of things, it all works out. And my work that I do a lot of scripting, coding. I do, I would call it like results-based work, I suppose. In other words, like, my boss will say, we need to find all this model of machine, and figure out if they have enough drive space to upgrade to the next version of Windows 10 and blah, 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 right? So, oh, this is the one that always kills me. This, if I die here, this is going to be it. I don't know a good way to get through this. It's just literally blind luck. And I try to just, I hate this level so much. Because it's literally like pinball. You hit these things like that. Like see him going the wrong way now. And am I still? I can't look at my laps. Okay, I'm still ahead. All right. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh no, I'm not even on the stand. Got me. This is where it starts falling apart. It's a good run. Let's try one more here. Oh, look, all my cars falling apart. And now you're competing with cars. I mean, all their cars are all maxed out too. And now my car's poop. I'm driving poop. Come on, poop car. I can't even get past anybody. I'm going to start using my turbos. So anyway, like, yeah, that's a project I'm working on right now. Is we're getting ready to upgrade machines to Windows 10 20H2, which means we've got to push that package out to all those machines. We've got to, all right, now watch this. All right, it's almost a finished turbo. Look at that, turbo past him the last second. No, so it doesn't degrade unless you lose and you have to continue, and then you lose your stuff. That's the only time it degrades. So Tintin, to be 100% honest with you, we still have hundreds of Windows 7 machines. Not thousands anymore, but hundreds. So we are struggling to get machines upgraded to Windows 10. So we are not thinking about Windows 11. Windows 11 for us will be like we have, like what I'm struggling with right now is I got machines that are the problem with well, not the problem, but when you can buy extended support for Windows 7, which we've done for various reasons, but you can't buy extended support for Windows 10 1709. And 1709 goes into life like pretty quick, I think. And so we have machines that we just can't, at this point, we can't. We're going to have to replace hardware because we can't get them to upgrade. So, oh no, I forget. How do you do this one? What I need to do is just follow blue or gray. Why is gray in last? Okay. Okay, so we went on the outside. Outside. This one changes sometimes too. The numbers change. I'm in trouble. This one's cool if you've got stereo speakers, the song, or headphones on right now. This part's coming up. Beer, 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 beer. It's probably cooler without me talking over it, but that was sweet how I turboed right into that wall. Man, if I could get second place. A sweet ride could sure use some engine upgrades. Yeah, Windows ME was awful. Yeah, so October for 1709. So yeah, we've got basically at that point, like we can't have unpatched machines on the network, you know. So so with 1709, we're just going to have to replace hardware at that point. And see, I mean, we have machine life cycle. It's fairly aggressive, 4 years. So we upgrade and keep machines and upgrade, you know, life cycle every 4 years, which is what I work on now. But you know, like 4 years ago, everybody thought, you know, oh, what they really want were these Fujitsu tablets. We were like, please don't buy those. But managers were like, well, I can't be bothered carrying around this laptop all the time. Oh, I think it's twice I've run into that. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And so everybody wanted these stupid tablets. And with like 256 gig SSDs, well, now you can't push any packages to them. You can't do anything. Yeah, so we're going to have to knack all of our 1709 machines. Yeah, Linux would be nice. The problem for us is, well, there's a lot of problems for us. And we have little pockets of Linux machines, but the first of all, getting, you know, 80,000 end users to switch OSs is not ever going to happen. You know, being a Microsoft partner and all that, if something goes really hits the fan, we can call Microsoft and be like, hey, this hit the fan and it's bad, and you know, we need you to throw some people resources at this and help us fix it. And you know, with Linux, there's just no way to really do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody that at the end of the day that's going to lose their job, or you know, that just has that requirement, you know, business requirement to keep it up and running, you know. We had union employees one time file grievances saying that we changed their work environment because we upgraded the RAM in their machines. So my guess is if you take Windows away from them and put them on Linux machines, it's not going to go over well. That is one of the downsides, I would say, and I don't know, I mean, it is a downside, but of government work is you just get used to things moving slowly, you know. On the Raspberry Pi, the one that I set up most recently, I set up the entire Raspbian, but the GUI version, and runs pretty good, you know? I mean, if you needed like a small workstation to, you know, check email, surf the web, do a little bit of coding here and there, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad solution. Certainly an affordable one. I don't even know where my truck went. Oh. Yeah. Every now and then it happens to me in this game where I just, all of a sudden I just lose visual track of my truck. Let's see if I can get around this yellow guy before. If not, that's it. Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe I squeaked in at the end of that. Oh, look, I'm out of nitros. Yeah, that was luck. I don't know if you have any of those, like a comfort, I don't want to say like a comfort food, but like a comfort thing you do. Maybe you flip a pin over in your hands back and forth, or you know, rub a coin or something like that. This game is one of those things for me. Like, I could literally just sit here and zone out and not get stressed about it, and not, you know, just sit there and play it until I start losing, and then I turn it off. I would like to get a Pi 400. I only have the I don't even have a Pi 4. I've got a couple of Pi 3s, and then I have a stack of Pi 2s that I just really don't know what to do with. I've been wanting to set up that Pi hole, the DNS ad. I don't know what you call it, DNS router, a DNS, I don't know what you call it, DNS blocker for ads, I suppose. Which is the fun thing about the Pi, is that 90... What did I just do? Oh, I'm still there. 90% of the... You go, oh, I want to do this on the Pi, and then you go, oh, somebody set up an image. Go download the image and set it up, and it runs, you know? Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. I am hear people moving around, which means I'm probably going to have to go. Oh, and it's the world's worst level anyway. If I die on this level, that's it. Plus, I'm ready for a bathroom break. Oh, now I'm see, I got stuck over there. Oh, yeah, that's going to be it for me, I believe. So, I might as well start wrapping things up. So, we'll definitely try to finish up here, but things don't look good, folks. I don't even know. I got 2 laps into everybody's 5. So, yeah, that looks like a good place to call it. We did some fun racing tonight. Some arcade racing, some Super Nintendo racing. I'll have to do some Commodore racing here pretty soon. If you haven't heard it, the latest You Don't Know Flack that was released late last week was all about breakfast cereals. So we talked about different kinds of breakfast cereals, fun stuff, all about toys and giveaways and fun things about cereals. Some of my favorite cereals, my least favorite cereal, fun stuff like that. We've got a Sprite Castle coming out in either Thursday or Friday, and I have to look and see what's in the queue on Sprite Castle. I don't know which one I'm doing, but I think that's all we've got going on. So, oh, and this Saturday is the International Computer Club, which is a virtual gathering, virtual computer club where people from all over the country and all over the world get together and hang out on Twitch and show their most recent computer acquisitions or their projects or anything they've bought or just want to talk about. So That will be 5 o'clock Central. It's 6 o'clock Eastern at Twitch TV / Amigos Retro Gaming. So that will be Saturday at 6 Eastern, twitch.tv / Amigos Retro Gaming. So that's what we'll be doing Saturday night. And I think that's everything I've got. So thank you guys for jumping in. I guess if I can, we will be doing this probably in the same time slot in the future. Wednesdays at 7 Central instead of 8 Central. We'll be bumping it up an hour. So if you don't listen to all the shows, go to podcast.robohara.com. That's got all my podcasts. You can go see the video versions. I'm doing video versions of You Don't Know Flack Now, which is confusingly on youtube.com / Sprite Castle. And I'm doing video versions of Sprite Castle, which are on youtube.com / Amigos Retro Gaming. There is a link for both Sprite Castle Plays and Sprite Castle the podcast there. So that's everything I can think of to plug. So hopefully people are still on here. Say thanks to, let's see, Beach Bum 7 hopped in. What's up, Beach Bum? Commander Root. Community Showcase. Zoo, of course, every week. I don't know if this is Focht. Focht. Fast Deb, my kind of gal. Hello, Fast Deb. Got Retro Gaming Bygones, which is a great podcast hosted by Adam. Go check out Retro Gaming Bygones. We got the Robot Doctor in the house for all your robot medical needs. Hit up the Robot Doctor. Of course, Steel Rat 666, Tintin, and Texas Foosballer rounding out the chat room. So thanks everybody for hopping in, and you'll be hearing more from me later this week. See you guys soon.